I will do it tomorrow. I will do one of these days. One of these days is none of these days. Procrastination, that's what I'm talking about. We all are devoured by these diseases, you see, and we have to get rid of this. And getting rid of such disease means, first of all, understanding and identifying where the problem lies within us, and then finding out the solutions for the same. And here I've come up with a mind map for all of you how to actually get rid of this. And let us dive deep into it right away. My name is Amit More, and I'm going to teach you about leadership skills based on Bhagavad-Gita. And let us dive deep into the mind map now. So this is a mind map here. We can see procrastination is one of these days, but none of these days. Let us see the problem. What is the problem? First, define the problem. What is the definition of actually the procrastination? You are not doing what you know you need to do when you know you need to do it. Getting it? You are not doing what you know you need to do when you know you need to do it. Now, what's the reason why we actually do procrastination? Here is a very important tip that Bhagavad Gita tells us. Ayuktaha prakruta stabda shato naishkrutiko lasa vishadi dirgha sutri cha karta tamasa uchate. The Bhagavad Gita 18.28 verse tells that it deems procrastination as a hallmark of working in the mode of ignorance. See, mode of ignorance, mode of passion, mode of goodness. This is the state in which we actually work in a whole day. We fluctuate between these modes, you see. Sometimes we are in a very sattvic atmosphere and naturally good thoughts come and we work also in that mode. Usually the morning time is like that. But as the days goes, you come into a passionate mode of doing and acting on. And sometimes when you don't plan out your things, you go in the mode of ignorance. When you are lethargic, when you are lazy. And these are the symptoms basically which are actually mentioned in the scriptures. You may wonder, these are so true that we also undergo these problems in ourselves. We can see these symptoms within ourselves. What are the symptoms? It's like putting the things off. We don't have any goals. We can't even visualize our own life, where it is heading towards and what I'm going to do the day, on that day or in the near future about it. We are not at all active. We become very dull if we don't, procrastinate or in the mode of ignorance. And we become expert in insulting others rather than taking the responsibility. We actually blame or whatever we just put the things off, and this ignorance will always make us feel very depressed, dejected and morose, you see. And we become very lazy and lethargic to do anything. Basically, the complacency just creeps in and just drags us away from the success. And we become very obstinate. We become obstinate on our own opinions and not willing to actually change, not willing to bring out a positive change. Rather, we are very comfortable in our cozy negative environment like that. And by this we are actually cheating ourselves. Remaining in mode of ignorance, we feel that we are in mode of goodness. Sometimes they two both seems to be very similar, but actually not. We are cheating ourselves. And one may not have any plans for himself. See, so many symptoms are given in the scriptures, you see. And these all symptoms is what we can see when we are in the mode of ignorance. Let us see what are the results of such an inaction. Don't you think so? If all these are the symptoms which you are able to see here, there'll be so much of negative reactions to these inactions which we are doing actually. Let's a few of them which I've mentioned here which came to my mind. There's loss of opportunity. See, you may have abundant opportunity. An opportunist is one who can actually grab them, but we lose it. Loss of leadership credibility. If you're in any position being a leader, you lose the credibility of becoming that leader because you don't own the ownership of that position, and you are not handling that at par. Is it not? What is your responsibility? Because of which you lose good relationship also. You may have good relationship, but just because of this, you may lose because you may not commit. You may not keep up the promises or keep up the commitments or whatever it is. You may lose the good associations because you may end up, why I should associate and all that, and you just become lethargic and all that. See, all the symptoms just permeate all over your personalities as well, and these are the horrible results what you can get. Loss of profits. Supposed to get profits, but you end up losing them, Loss of personal health, procrastinating even health issues. Sometimes we're so bad at procrastinating our even daily habits of doing exercise, daily habits of eating good nutritional food. All these things are very, very important. So we lose upon that as well. And finally, we lose our own self-esteem itself. You see, so much things are there. So first of all, identifying, you are not doing what you know you need to do. When you know you need to do it, we are supposed to do it, but we are not doing it. That's what it says. And Gita is extremely clear cut, in giving this definition of procrastination. And it says that is a hallmark of working in the mode of ignorance. And these are the so many symptoms it has very nicely enunciated here. And the results. Since we have discussed well about the problems, and of course I feel it is a horrifying experience knowing these problems. But now let us hop on to the solutions. What are the solutions to these problems? Okay. I have made it an acronym. So let us see what is an acronym. Plan. So P for plan your project. We have to plan our project. Let us see what all action items they are there in this planning. See, before even hopping onto the action items, I would like to tell you that mind is such a element in ourselves, or our mind wants to see the whole result or the whole picture of what we're going to do. Unless and until it sees the whole picture, it will not dive into the task which it is supposed to do. It will always find some loopholes to come out of it, and it will not find enthusiasm to do it. It will make itself very lethargic to do it. You see, that's why the first action item is to actually plan your whole project into small chunks over a period of week, month, or a year. It may not be exact. You see, you may not even know what you have to do in your own. That's okay. But just rip that plan, rip that project which you're going to do into small chunks, so that you have an approximate vision or a tentative vision of what you're going to achieve as the end result and how you're going to achieve it in different steps. And then is what you can do is divide that chunk into tasks for the day and give timeline for each task. Because without any timeline, you will not have any enthusiasm to do or impetus to do it. So give yourself only the deadline and try to complete that in the deadline. Even if it is not complete, it's okay, but at least try. In that way, you will not sit idle. You will have always some things in your plate to do and execute every day. So these are later dividing into to-do tasks every day, and do it the day previous. Because when you do it the day previous, you actually already know what you're going to do the next day. So the next day becomes quite simple for you to get executed. You just have to know that I have to do these action items, and you're just ready to go for it. Just go for it. Don't think about it then, and monitor it. See, monitoring is very important, and this monitoring is what comes as the next item. Learn to visualize. See, we have to visualize what we are going to do. Just visualize. Sit for just 5-10 minutes and just visualize your day. How are you going to do the day? How you are going to execute your day right from the day you get up. So this is what the action item is all about. First action item is do it the previous day or the start of the day, at the end of the previous day, and or the start of the previous day. Okay, you can do both the times also. That's not a problem. So how we should do, visualize the whole day. Sit at one place and just imagine that what you're getting up, brushing your teeth and having a breakfast and planning a bit, and then starting the execution of the plan which you have actually planned for yourself in the to-do list, and then go on and on and on the whole day, how it goes, and then end it, how you sleep, and then everything, practically every bit of it, and you can just visualize it. In 5-10 minutes you can do that. It's not about writing, it's just visualizing the things about your own self. Put yourself in a kind of a movie where you can see yourself as working there. Okay, this will help you actually, you see, and this is the right kind of meditation you can actually do on your own work habit. Third is anchor to your positive vibes and abandon negative vibes. See, this aspect is very important. What are the action items for this? First, anchor to the guidance of the experts. Usually, we take guidance from our own mind, which is corrupted. Is it not true? We have already negativity within us due to the procrastination which we have done. And taking the same guidance from that will actually affect us again, basically. So rather take the positive guidance. And based on guidance, act on it and anchor to that guide. Anchoring to that guidance means actually keep on meditating on that. Feel that. When you feel something, you actually become that. If you feel that you are lazy, you will become like that. But if you feel that you are successful, you can do it. You actually will do it. Getting it? And follow those steps given by that expert, whichever from whoever you are taking the guidance from, with laser focus, because that is very important. And you should be consistent, is it? It's just not like one day you have a laser focus, the other day like you just completely divided your attention in so many aspects. No, it should be laser focused consistently till the time you achieve success. Okay. And the second aspect is abandon negative thoughts and feelings that slim your speed of action, because your action is what will make you eventually, is it not? And action comes from what you feel, as we anchored upon, is it not? So it's very important to abandon the negative feelings. Abandon them. It's like, abandoning is very easy. I'll tell you how to do it. Just like an ink bottle is there. You have to remove the blue ink which is there in the ink bottle. Just pour good water in it. Keep on pouring the good water. At some point of time, the bad ink will just flow out. So you are not endeavoring to remove the bad ink or the blue ink. You are endeavoring to put the good water or the fresh water. By putting in the fresh water, the ink which is blue will go away eventually. Initially the whole water will become blue. But as the water is kept on falling, the fresh water, the whole water will change itself into fresh, clean water. This is what happens actually, you see. The thing is, when we anchor ourselves, we put in good thoughts. Abandoning negative thoughts is the cakewalk. You get it? And third most important point is always give positive emotions and images to the subconscious mind. Because emotions and images what subconscious mind deals with. It doesn't deals with the conscious thoughts. It deals with the emotions and images. So give it nice images of success, images and emotions of, that what you dream of actually, that is your emotion, right? And then it will help you to become what you dream. And the last but not the least, N, is network with the people to share your dreams and grow. How is it? Action items. First is share your dreams. See, when we share our dreams, share our, what we are actually planning to do with someone, whom we are close with, we actually get an impetus again to do that even more nicely. You see, you can even share your successes if you get some successes with your mentors, with your, experts or whoever, with your friends, because they will encourage you, increase your potentials as well. They will appreciate. That appreciation will also increase our potential, and we will also get an impetus that yes, I have told to someone means I have to do it now, is it not? And learn from others' success also. See the success and celebrate their success. Not get morose by anyone's success. That is not a good attitude one should keep actually. When others are successful, cheer it up. And you also get driven and motivated by their success. Is it not? So just to quickly reiterate what we have discussed, the acronym, the solution is acronym PLAN, PLAN. So P for plan your project, wherein you divide it into chunks, and then the chunks into the daily task, and then do it the previous day or the next day and monitor it every day. Learn to visualize, that is L again, action items. Do it the previous day or the next day, at the start of the next day, and then visualize what you're actually going through the whole day, what you're going to do the whole day. Third, A is for anchoring yourself to the positive guidance, the instructions or the guidance which you have received from the experts. And naturally, you abandon the negative vibes by anchoring yourself to the positive vibes, and networking with the people is the last. So, as you can see, the acronym PLAN will surely help you to get rid of this procrastination, which is actually a bigger disease nowadays. Is it not true? So you saw how procrastination can lead to so much of dangers in our own life. We may lose so much of opportunities, we may lose so much of good relationship and associations and profits and so many things that were lined up. So also we saw the solutions as if we take up those positive solutions in our life, we can actually get rid of procrastination as a bad habit. And we can develop a good habit of proactively acting on any decisions that we make in our life and bringing success to ourselves and to the organization on the whole. So I wish you all the best in your journey of leadership. Signing off for today. Cheers. God bless.